Okay, hello everybody. We are back and we will talk about the challenge this time, married a bule. It's not easy. So the first challenge is the documents. The documents to marry the bule is pretty complicated.
Yeah.
Right? Especially marry the American, which is you have to have a lot of support from here. Even you are rich in Indonesia, but it doesn't matter because you will live here, so you have to prepare a lot of documentation. So it's pretty complicated.
It was a challenge, and thinking that we were close, and then we realized that we needed something else, like your health, where you had to do the health test.
Yeah.
And then we were getting close to the day, and then all of a sudden there was another 3-month delay because you had to get
I
tests.
had some some problem. I had it before, but then it's already healed, but the doctor just want to make sure that it's not happen again, so we have to wait 3 more months for that test. Just long process, you know. We do like about a year process. It's a year process just to wait until they say, okay, you can enter my country. That's it. So that's not easy. And even you already married here, you still have to make a documentation, like to get the green card. I got the 2-year green card, but then I have to make documentation again to get the 10-year green card. So it will never end unless you choose to be a U.S. citizen, and it will stop.
But even that, there's a long process to do that. It's a lot easier coming in this country not doing the legal way than it is to do the legal way. And for you, I remember I had a lot of those type of documents already with me, but I remember for you, it was, you had to travel from your town all the way to Jakarta, and that was like a whole day thing. And so it was a big process just to gather all the documents that we needed.
It's not easy. I mean, I don't want to scare everybody who married a bule. No, I just want to give you like to give you a hint, or to give you some imagination.
It's just reality. You know?
Because you only see me that, oh, I'm happily married, but you don't know how long the process to get here. It's not easy. And the next is about the language. You know, when I good thing I came from the tourism when I was in the university, so I learned English. And then I have a brother-in-law, he is Australian. So, and then I was in Australia for 3 months before I came here. So I have a little more experience to speak English. But still, when I came here, everybody speak English. And then, you know, like there's no way to escape. There's no way to avoid people talk to you because everybody speak English. And then if you cannot, most of the time I talk, I speak English, and then suddenly I just like I just get stuck because I don't know what is that words in English. So it's hard in the beginning. I came here, I don't talk a lot. I scared to meet people because I scared that people will ask me something and I cannot answer that.
We had some funny things too, like how you say it in Indo. You would say the descriptive word before the actual word, like when Elsa was, you know, when the bus school was coming. No, it's a school bus.
Good thing my husband is so patient. So many times I said potato Potato. I think I was thinking that potatoes, or you write it potato, but if you say that potatoes, and I said potato, and everybody just like they were okay until one time, I think it's after a year, and you said potatoes, my love. Potatoes, not potatoes. It was so embarrassing. But yeah, that's language. And then next is about adjustment here. Adjustment here is it's not easy too, because that's about the different culture. Indonesia and American, they have different culture. Just like when we eat, I usually use spoon, but then when I came here, why everybody's eat with fork? Because we usually eat with the spoon, but here they eat with this fork. And then about when I want to see the weather, I ask the weather to somebody, what is the weather today? 63 or whatever Fahrenheit, and I just like, what is that in Celsius, please? I don't understand that, because in Indonesia we use Celsius, here you use Fahrenheit. See wrong again. Okay. And then I like about what is the distance. In Indonesia we usually say kilometers. But here, miles. How many miles per hour? See, different. Even in Indonesia, how many kilometers per hour? So that's different too. And then centimeter. If we measure something, we usually do centimeter. Like, how many centimeter?
Yeah.
You like?
I don't know why. I don't know why to this day. I lived in Europe 8 years. I used the metric system, and I'm like, this is so simple. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And then coming back in the inch and the fractions and stuff, it's much more difficult.
Yeah. Even in Europe, so they use the centimeters too.
Yeah.
But here you use inch. So that's different again.
Yeah. So we have 2 inches of snow. How many centimeters is that?
I don't know, babe. I don't know. And then even the weight, I go to the store and then they use pound, or they write it
LB.
And how come you say that pounds? That's LB. That's not P. But because in Indonesia we use grams, kilograms, and then have to convert here become pounds. And they write it LB. so that's different. And then a little bit hard adjustment in the beginning for me is the price. The price here, because whenever you go to the store, my mind is still think about rupiah. So I go to the store, I see like one shallot or little red onion, and I see the price is 50 cents, and I convert that in rupiah, and I said, what? 50 cents? That's like 7,000 rupiah for one salad, or we call it bawang merah, only one piece, and 7,000. I will not buy that. and then there's like what is that, candy, like a small candy is really expensive, because everything I think about rupiah. And then until my husband say, if you convert that to rupiah, you will never eat. Because everything is very expensive, So that in the beginning, I was like that.
But then I think if I were to go and live in Indo, and I think it's comparable to what the wages.
Yeah.
You know, so if I work here a certain amount of time, certain amount of money, it is good enough for this amount of food or goods or whatever. And I think it would be comparable if I were over there. You know, the wage is a lot smaller, prices are smaller, so in comparable, it's probably not as big as you think it is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but actually, so probably it's good if you have a American salary, but you live in Indonesia, so you will be rich over there. You can eat everything over there. And then, what else about the tax? You know, because if you shopping here after the amount you shop, and there's a tax, or if we go to the restaurant, that you have to give tip for the server, which is we don't have that in Indonesia. You can give a tip, but it's not like you have to. But here, if you don't give a tip,
yeah,
you rude.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it's just one of those unspoken things where it is very rude not to.
Yeah.
I know there are some countries where the waiter or waitress, they make a salary, and it's a pretty good salary, but here, that type of employer or employee, they make a smaller salary, so they depend on tips. So if you don't, it can be very, very offensive.
Yeah, and tip is like the minimum is 10%.
I mean, it's now people are saying 20%, 15 to 20%.
15 to 20%. So if you spend like about $100 eating, so you have to pay $20 more. So that can be like another meal actually. But that's what it is. And then beside of you have to pay tip, you have to pay tax too. So if you go to the restaurant, you have to have more money. Okay, and the challenge is like, the next challenge is you will be far from your family.
Yeah.
That's the big challenge. You know, like now it's pandemic here, so it's a lot of like, you know, if you want to go to Indonesia, you bring you want to take your husband, go there, and then your husband have to make a visa because of pandemic, and then we have to quarantine 10 days in the hotel over there. And then so how long did I have to have a holiday time, you know, like a month, and then almost 2 weeks you have to stay in the hotel, so you only will be 2 weeks with your family, and then it's just hard, you know, because of the distance. And I have a baby now which is love to walk. Can you imagine? I take him like about 21 hours on the plane, and then he have to walk around. Oh, it's hard. And then you have to think about the holiday time of, you know, like that's a lot of things. That's not easy to go back to Indo. I want to go there. I think after the pandemic gone, I'll do it soon as possible.
Yeah, I think that's a little difference too. I mean, I'm really close to my family and have always been, but that's not, I don't want to say typical, but I think in general, people here aren't as close, really close. They have really, really close families where, I mean, even we, you know, live all together in the same place, right? That's uncommon.
Yeah.
And that was neat to see when I went to Indo, is how very tight and close families are over there.
Yeah, yeah. In Indonesia, they really like they even have like eat or not eat, you have to be together. You know, that's in Indonesia. So yeah, it's a different culture too. Okay, and the next is no street food here. If in Indonesia, in the morning, you just wake up and then you said, I don't want to cook. We just drive a little bit, or we just go to the big road and you find tukang bala-bala. You just buy that.
Or chakwe.
Do you remember that?
Oh, that was so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
satay.
So everybody, if you have chakwe, you want to send that to us, please, okay? Because my husband missed to eat chakwe and I cannot make it.
Or in the morning, bubur.
Bubur.
A little cart came by.
Yeah, you just stay home and then they will like trang 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 trang. Oh, bubur! I want to buy one. That's it. But here, you wait until years and years, no street food. So that's the challenge. You have a bule husband. You think about that, you know. I don't scare you. No, it's fun to have a bule husband. Have a different culture, so we can like talk about our difference, and you know, and it's fun to talk to, right?
And I think the key is too, we're just open. I know we have different cultures and we respect each other's differences, and you work through those challenges, and some of them are more difficult than the others, but you know, I love you, and you just work them out. Yeah,
I mean, the communication is really important. Don't hide anything.
No.
You know, but yeah, that's good, and that's good and bad. Not really bad. I didn't say it's bad. It's just challenge. After you figure it out, everything will be more fun.
So if I'm a bule, what do I call you? Are you a bule if you're here?
No, bule only for the white skin. I'm not white skin. You can call me. What is that? In the beginning, you called me something.
A chule?
There you go. Okay. So he is a bule. I'm a chule because I came from Asia.
And you're chocolate? So you're my chocolate bule. You're my chule.
Okay. And our mix, we call it, what is that? We call him
a caramel.
Caramel. It's a butong, bule sa potong. Okay. See you in our next video. We will talk about something else, and hopefully you like our video. If you like it, please like, and if you want to follow us, please subscribe. So it helps us to, you know, motivate us to make a new video again. Okay, bye bye.